Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So in this video, we will try to learn about the template driven forms. So we will try to understand about the template driven forms in the Angular 18. So now we have completed this reactive forms. So validations and all those things are remaining. So I will try to explain you the validations in a separate video. So here we will try to understand about this template driven forms. So let's have a overview of this one. So now, why we use this template forms? So in the template driven forms, okay, the control elements in the form are bound to the data properties that have input validation. So that means whatever the form control elements are there in the form are bound to the data properties. Data properties means nothing but the properties which are available in the component. So which have an input validation, those are bound. The input validation helps maintain data integrity and styling to improve the user experience. So this is one thing which I want to tell you. So here the template driven forms mainly uses the two-way data binding. So we have already had a just overview of this template driven forms. It uses the two-way data binding to update the data model in the component as changes were made in the template and vice versa. So we already learned about this one. So normally the Angular, if you try to observe carefully, it supports the two design approaches for interactive forms. One is the template driven forms allows you to use form specific directives in your Angular template. Reactive forms provide a model driven data approach to building forms. Now the things and all those things are different. So which approach you want to choose? Template driven forms are a great choice for small and simple forms, while reactive forms are more scalable and suitable for complex forms. For a comparison of the two approaches, you can already see our old videos, so which I have did it. So now what I want to tell you is, what is the template driven forms useful for? So now you can build almost any kind of form with an Angular template, login forms like login forms, contact form, and pretty much many business forms also you can develop using the template driven forms. You can lay out the controls creatively and bind them to the data in your object model. You can specify the validations rules and display validation errors, conditionally allow the input from specific controls, trigger the built-in visual feedback, and much more. Almost all the things you can do it. So let's try to understand about this one about the template driven form. So normally what I want to tell you is, normally the template driven forms rely on directives defined in the forms module. So first one is the ngModel. Which I want to tell you. So ngModel means, so it reconciles value changes in the attached form element with changes in the data model. So here allowing you to respond to the user input with input validation and also the error handling. The second one which you will be able to see is the ngForm. So which I want to tell you, the ngForm. So these are the directives which you will be using in the template driven forms. Creates a top level form group instance and binds it to a form element to track the aggregated form value and validation status. As soon as you import the forms module, this directive becomes active by default on all form tags. You don't need to add a special selector for this one. And also the last one is the ngModel group, so which you will be trying to see more often in this one. So these are the three things which you will be able to see the directives, and it creates and binds a form group instance to a DOM element. So now let's try to create a simple example. Okay, so we'll go through creating the data model, form component, template, and module configuration also we'll try to see. So now in this example we'll include bindings, events, and also we'll use the bootstrap for styling. This approach will use I am using the standalone components, eliminating the need to declare the component within an ng module. So fine. So let's try to set up create a new component, that is nothing but I will create the actor form. ngGC actor form. So this is the component I am trying to create it. So in this one I will try to explain you about the template driven forms and all those things. Let's try to create this one. So now I have created an actor form. So for this one actor form component, so what I will try to do, so here let's go to the actor form component.ts file. So here first of all what I will do it is I will create an actor class. So for this one what I will do it is I will create an actor.ts file. So in this actor form only I will create a new file, that is nothing but actor.ts file. So this one is a class thing. So here I will have a simple export class actor. So in this one you will be having the public ID of type number. Let's close this one. Yeah, and you will be having, so this one is a class, right? So I need to mention it in the constructor. So whenever you create an object for this one, So you will be having, so here I will create public ID of type number, and you will have another one is public name of type string, and you will have another one something like skill and the studio. It's an optional so here I will try to give public skill of type string, and the last one is public studio of type string. This one is also, and this one I will try to make it as an optional, so question mark. So if you want to mention, you can mention it. So this is a simple class. So now this actor class represents the data model containing information about an actor such as their ID, name, skill and the studio. So we will store this file in the actor.ts file I am creating. So the actor class defines the properties we will bind to the form fields. So these are the things which we will bind it to the form fields. Now let's try to create, now we create the actor form component which we have already created it. And this is a standalone component. This component will hold the list of skills, the model representing the form's initial data, and a submitted flag for handling the form submission. So let's try to have it. So here actor form component. So in this one you will be having the skills. So let's try to create the skills for this one. So for this one what I will try to do it is, so here I will use the skills. So method acting, singing, dancing and sword fighting. So this is thing. And here I will try to create the model. So I am creating one model. So here this is one model, new actor. I am creating a new actor, and the ID for this one is 18. So the model is nothing but Tom Cruise, and he has the skill of 0, 1, 2, 3 sword fighting, and he belongs to the studio CW Productions. Fine. So now I will be having another flag that is nothing but, so I will have a property submitted is equal to false. Okay. So whenever the form is submitted, something like that, I will create submitted is equal to true. So just a very property which I am bring. Let's concentrate on the here what I am trying to do. So skills holds a list of all the predefined actor skills. So these are all the predefined actor skills which you will be having, and I have created a model which is an instance of the actor which will pre-fill the form with an example of actor, and on submit what I am trying to do is I am trying to set the property submitted to true upon form submission. So fine. So now let's try to create the form template. So for this one what I will try to do it is I will be using the bootstrap for styling. So for this one, in order to include the bootstrap, so what I will try to do here, I will import the bootstrap thing. So how I can import this one is, so we have an import thing that is nothing but @import. So here I will import this one. So like this, and here checking the changes, styles.cs got updated, fine. So here now in this one which I would be trying to show you, so everything got changed here. You will be able to see the bold and all those things. So now let's go to the actorform.component.html. actorform.component.html file. So in this one let's design the template. So for this one what I will try to do is, so I will have a container dot container. So this bootstrap thing already you people are aware of this one. So here I can have an h2 actor form. Okay, and now here what I will try to do, so here you will be having a form. So when this one is submitted, ng submit is there means, then I will try to use the on submit. So this on submit also have used it. So when I need to show this one, so whenever this ng if is there not of submitted, so when this submitted is false, then I need to show the form. So this ng if, in order to make it work, I need to use the common module here. So I am using the common module here. So here we are having the common module, and this one also ng on submit. So in this form what I will try to do it is, so here I will be having a form group, first one form group. So one by one we can have it, form group. Okay, and in this form group what I will try to do it is, I will have a label, and this one is name. So we need to have an actor name, right? Label, and the another one which I want to show it is the input. Type is equal to text, this is common, and I will apply the bootstrap class that is nothing but a form control. Sorry. And if you want to check this one, so what I can do it is, in our app.component.html, so we'll include this form that directly app-actor-form. Okay, and this app component.ts file also we will highlight it. Automatically the form will come. Yeah, you will be able to see this name. So fine, we are able to see this thing, and here what I need to mention it is, so I will try to explain you. This ID is equal to name, and here you can use the required field, so the HTML validations, and also here I need to use the ngModel, that is nothing but the model.name. So two-way data binding I am using it. And in order to make this one work, so what I need to do here, I need to include the forms module. That's it. So now here, so we have got it. So ID is equal to name and everything we have included. So next one what we will be having is the studio. So I will try to, I already have the code with me. So I will try to copy and paste it so that you can be able to understand. So I'm using the form group and label studio. So input type model.studio. So we have it. Now the next one which I want to show you is the skills. So I want to show the list of skills so that here the user can able to, so model.name. So why this model.name is not getting updated? So name, we are having this in the actor.ts file. Okay, we are having it. So let's try to see afterwards. ngModel is equal model.name, model.studio we got updated. And here I will be having another one that is nothing but what I want to tell you is skills thing. So here I will be having the form group. So let's try to implement the form group. And inside this form group I will be having the label, and this one is the skill, and here I can show the skills, and here we need to have a select box, and also I will use the for loop condition for this one. So here in this select box, so we are using the form control and all those things. ngModel I am linking that one to the skill, and here we are having a name skill required field, and I am looping over each one and I am showing the skills thing. That's it. So now at the end I will be having a button. So here at the end I will be having a button. Button is equal to type is equal to submit button hyphen primary. So now you will be able to see the button. So model.name, we are not able to see this model.name. What is the problem for this one? ngModel is equal to model.name, right? So here we will try to have this entire thing. I don't know why it is not showing. So let's try to see it. Yeah, so we are able to get this one. So maybe some mistake I have. Model.name ngModel is equal to model.name. So maybe I have missed it something. Okay, name is equal to name, so I need to include this one. So fine. So we got the values and all those things. So here we have displayed. So if it is submitted means, then what I need to do it is, so I need to show the details of all the details. I need to show it here. So if it is submitted at the bottom, so here if it is submitted means, then I need to show the form submitted. So if I click on the submit, so you'll be able to see the skill is quad firing, form submitted, the skill is form. So if I try to refresh this page, and if I try to change this one to singing, and if I click on skill is singing, the form submitted. Here the form element uses the ng on submit, and to handle the submission of the ngModel for two-way binding. The name input is the name input is required, while the studio input is optional. So the studio input is optional, this name input is required. And the skill dropdown is populated by iterating over the skills with ngFor. Upon submission, the message form submitted and the actor's name, we are able to see it. So that's the thing. So now for displaying, and we are able to see this one, right? So we are, for displaying that one, we are showing in the app component.html, and for the bootstrap we have added this one. So that's it guys about this one. So here we have shown the form, template driven form, and we have used this ngModel and all those things. So for two-way data binding, and we have created this like this. The total summary what I want to tell you is, with these steps we have created a standalone Angular 18 form component with the data model actor class to structure the form data, and the form component actor form component to handle the form logic and display the initial data. And we have used the bootstrap style form fields bound to the data and the method model properties. And so that is the thing. So this setup provides a working example of a form in Angular 18 which can be expanded with additional features like validation, services, or additional form controls if needed. So we will try to do it one by one. So this is how the basic setup of the template driven form. So I will be providing the so this is what we will be doing it. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.